Minus 29 de grade, incredibil, așa ceva, dar se simte și mai jos, la activități de reni și mai ales îmbrăcați-vă foarte bine. Lâna este cel mai bun, dar asta este levy design, aici o să coborâm noi în sfârșitul turului de oraș și acum o să vă arătăm aici, la unele dintre două străzi principale. În fața noastră este o stradă principală, aici e alta. Pe dreapta sunt toate restaurante.
What do my old dear? Hello, my Romanian friends. I'm Mrs. Santa Claus. It's nice to meet you. So much children. Did you see our reindeer over there? Yes. Do you know what's his name? Oh, Rudolph, that's right. You probably have heard a song about Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Have you heard?
in the start, in the lead, you have females, or then a female-male pair, because the lead is really the brains. So they know the commands, they know left and right, they know let's go. Even in deep snow, they know which way to go, and the musher tells them. And then in the middle, they keep up the pace, so they keep up a good speedy pace. That's good for the rest of the dogs. And in the end, they have usually the males, so the big strong ones with the muscle. Because when starting to pull, they have the most weight on their back. So they're the strongest ones. The breed that we use is Alaskan Huskies. So you might have noticed that they look a little bit different. They don't look like your classical movie husky. So Alaskan Huskies were bred in Alaska during the gold rush, so about 500 years ago, from all of the best sled dogs that they used. So they're originally a mixed breed to achieve the best and sportiest sled dog. So they mixed a ton of different dogs, and that's why we have all different kinds of dogs as well. So we have everything between white and black and brown, spotted or full colored, pointy or floppy ears, blue eyes, blue and brown eyes, everything in between. And a little bit different sizes, as you saw as well. So they haven't been an official breed for that long, so that's why we still have a lot of mixity within the breed. And we breed our own dogs here, so we get about 1 litter per year. And then they grow up here, and about at 2 years old, they're fully grown, and then they can start working full time. At 1 year old, we start training them by chaining them up when they're eating, so they learn to stay calm. So they learn to stay calm when eating. So it's a really important factor for being a sled dog is staying calm when you're attached to something, because they're attached to the harnesses and they have to stay calm then. Then they slowly start trying on harnesses and then slowly training a little bit. Then, when they're old, they retire about at 10, 11 years old. And they might live even up to 15 years. But they stay here with us until the end. So they teach our young pups how everything goes. They're family. So they live out their whole lives here with us. And they're outside dogs, so they don't come on the couch with you. You might have seen that Zorro outside, he's very, very cuddly. But the rest of them, they're all sociable and nice. You can pet them, but all of them don't search human contact that much. So they live outside year-round, and in the winter they grow a double coat so that they stay warm. And they have small insulated warm huts with some hay and sawdust where they can cuddle up and they stay warm if they want to, but most of the time they're outside. So even in these temperatures, they're really happy to be living outside, and they're very, very keen on pulling. And actually the Alaskan Husky is kind of the sporty version of a Husky. They have the biggest heart and lungs of all dog breeds, and they have a bit longer legs and a slimmer body than a Siberian Husky, for example. So they're actually faster. So they're a sporty Husky. And our dogs here are trained mid-endurance running. So daily they go about 30 to 40 kilometers, even up to 50, 60 kilometers on rough days. But if we were training them for competitions, which takes a lot of time and certain dogs and certain mushers, then you can go up to 120 or even up to 150 kilometers in a day with them, but that takes a lot of training and specific dogs. So they're quite incredible. And we also have to always remember that they're not a motor. They're animals and they're our friends, and we work with them. They're our colleagues. So we gotta take very, very good care of them and know them. So even petting them is checking them. So you feel if there's ever anything wrong with your dog and how they're acting. You gotta know every dog, how they usually act, and see if there's any differences with that, how they're doing after every run. And feed them well, they have a strict diet, and train them and take care of them. So they take care of us, they do the hard work. So they're really our friends here. Then we have some other animals as well. We have 8 horses, which are Finn horses, a Finnish horse breed, and then we have 19 reindeers with our partners as well. We have a specific spot in the sleds that they are working in. So you have, in the middle you have speedy ones.
One of the legend of thieves saying that this is like a fire, the northern light is like a fire river between them to get out of the month of death, because November is in Norwegian is the dead moon.
Noi tocmai prin tradiția norvegiană tocmai cea scăpată de luna morții în noiembrie prin considerare.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello, hello.
I'm Ante Aikio. Maybe I can. Yeah, thank you. It's the mountain Sami. It belongs to Finno-Hungarian languages, but if I speak it to Finnish people, they don't understand anything at all. This yoik music has been really important way for us to transfer our knowledge from a generation to another. This first yoik was from the Norwegian side of Sami, where my mother's side family is from. But generally, yoik singing, of course, we are nature people, indigenous people, so it's also connected to this earth, and so is our religion. So we for example, think that everything here in the nature, every single thing, wood, rock, everything has its own guardian spirit. So for us Sami people, this Lapland is full of life, even though for you it might be quite empty. But for us it's full of life, still though it's minus 35, but still it's full of life. For example, there is a place called Itmilihaimo, the realm of the gods. There are living gods as Manu, the moon, and sun, Päivi. So they are actually on our flag. If you take a look on our flag, there's a blue half circle, it's the moon, and red is the sun. And then there are gods as Piekkalmai, the wind god, Charveratien, the reindeer god, Kirmes, the thunder god, and many others, but also the foremother and the forefather. We kind of think that one person is nothing important, but the chain of generations is something that should be maintained. So we try to do everything in respect of our ancestors, but also in respect of our offsprings. Then we have a place called Saivu. It's underneath us. It's kind of paradise. So there are mild winters. It's good conditions for reindeers to be there. And there are living people called Kufitar and Ulta. They are Koplin folks. And they are rich people with their beautiful jewelry, and they also have really beautiful and fat reindeer. Fat reindeer is always a beautiful one because it survives really well through the winter in these conditions. And my sister, she was a yoik singer too, and she passed in 2018. And once it's kind of winter night, full moon and everything. She was walking in the woods, and then she came to our farmhouse, and then she told me that, little brother, do you know what I just saw there? And I asked, what? There was one of these Ulta goblins from the realm of Saivo underneath us. And I didn't have my mobile phone with me, so I had to make a yoik song for this creature. And then I asked, could you please teach it to me as well? He said, yes, of course, little brother, of course. And nowadays, always when I'm yoiking this yoik song, I just close my eyes and then it feels as my sister was here yoiking together with me. And with this yoik song, I would like to ask power, luck and healthness for all of you from my own gods. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Hello. Hello. Fa niște filmuri din ele mai scurte cu brave.
What do you want to read? It's for them.
Sorry, I've not got paper. Can I just take the lady first?
No, it has to be tattoo. So did you want tattoo? Okay. And then the other one, I was
ceva aici. Pe loc, i-am dat.
Să-ți dea, nu mergem acum, să-ți dea linții, mă. Sau să-ți rămâi cu cine?
Fă și tam.
Un concon.
Proszę go,
Uite, mă stuși de obrazul propriu.
Prepare for departure.
Thank you.